Hello everyone, I am RexRed and this is EZ3DTV and we have a Daz Studio tutorial today. We are going to be working with a program called KASP Iray Sky Pro for Daz Studio. And this is a sky cloud maker program, so that if you have like a clear sky in Daz Studio, any kind of sky that doesn't have clouds, it's a really ingenious way to put clouds into your sky. And I have been really liking this particular program. It has given me another alternative for clouds and skies and things like that. So what we're going to do now is we are going to play a short intro, and I will be back in a moment just to let people know who we are. Well, I think I'll wait a little bit on the intro. Well, we'll play it now. Well, wasn't that awesome, huh? That I worked on last night, and I figured, okay, it's time that our channel has a nice splash screen to start it all off and everything. So, we have 2 viewers. How awesome, amazing, supernatural, it's just like wonderful. So thank you, welcome people. So we are going to be working today with a new product, and well, it's not new. This product has been around. I just have no idea why it's been in my library. It's just been one of those things that I bought, and I said, well, eventually I will get around to using this product, you know? And so here we are. So at this point, we need some kind of scene in order to kind of use this. So let's go to our environments, and let's see if we can find a nice environment to bring into the scene. And the Tower of Solitude would be really nice, I think. Let's bring the Tower of Solitude. I haven't worked with this yet. So we'll just double click, and that should merge that into the scene. Hello. Of course, now this Tower of Solitude, I believe, also has some ground to it. Let's see. Well, yes, it would be terrible without ground. Okay, so we can zoom out a little bit here. And bring this up. Okay, now I'm going to bring this over a little bit so we have more room. I kind of realized the last time I did a video that I had that over so much that it was just not really giving us much. Now here is another thing that I have now going on, like boom. Okay, this is another, we're going to be working with different sky options, okay? So this is kind of what this week has been. This is going to be a short little video, okay? We're not going to go too far into this, but we're working with sky options, and that is what we are doing. Let's get out of out of here, so so we can go back a little faster. All right, and now let's see. We don't want it that far. We want it so we can actually see the ground here. So, okay, and we'll turn this up a little bit more. Okay, is this going to actually work? There we go. So we have the top of the tower in our purview. Okay, we're going to save this, and we'll call it Sky Tower. All right, and there we go. My projects and my projects folder is getting so large that now it like takes a minute to find a file when I search through it. And also my PNG folder is, I've probably got 10,000 images of pieces of art that I've made. And that has gotten very large too. So, okay, is this going to work? We may have to do some things to make this work. So what we're going to do, excuse me, is we're now going to add into our scene this incredible thing here. Now we have a cloud sphere. That's another object. We probably will work on that with another project. But this is what we are going to work on today with this is the KASP Iray Sky Pro, okay? And when we put this in our scene, look what it does. It makes this really weird kind of thing here, all right? Which I would assume we probably should bring our Tower of Solitude up to this level here. Okay. Okie dokie. And then we go like this. Then we can go like this. Up a little bit more. Like that maybe. And bring this down until that until. So this is the trick, okay? Because this right here, I don't really understand this because it's a really new thing to me. But what this is, it looks like a disk, okay? It's a cloud disk. And it just kind of blows my mind how this works. But if you get this set just right, like this, if you bring this in so that your scene is kind of in your scene, and then you just do this number so that your scene, so that it's actually covering, it looks like it's going over your scene, then you are golden, okay? Then you've got pretty much what you need here. And so this is what we get, all right? And this is more amazing than you can imagine. I would like to play my intro again. This is my new intro, people. Please don't leave, okay? It's only short, but I just want people to see the new intro that I worked on last night. So here we go. I'll be right back. It's only about maybe a quarter of a minute, not even that. So here we go. And please do like and subscribe. Thank you very much for your patience. That I've been calling a splash screen. I don't know what it is, but it pretty much just lets people know who I am and what this channel does. So you'll see that so many times that you will get very sick of it. So, but it took a lot of effort for me to make that. Yes, that was made in After Effects. Maybe one of these days I will do a video. This channel is, excuse me, now I'm having a coughing attack. This channel is not only about Daz Studio, it's about Photoshop, and it's also about After Effects, Illustrator, and there's like no end to the programs that I kind of know how to use. That, what you just saw, was a very, very complicated thing. Getting my words to do those funky things in After Effects. That was an amazing kind of, I'm amazed with myself, okay, that I'm able to do that. Now, if you notice, the sky looks kind of gray and washed out, but it actually looks pretty good. And this is the beauty of this disc that we have here, is that when we come in here, let's see, let's go over to this. All right, and we go backwards, I guess. It might be easier to go backwards through here. We have different cloud arrays that we can add to this disk. And these are, and you might think, okay, well, so it's a disk with a bunch of cloud arrays. It's much more than that. And you will see what this is in a moment, okay? So we're going to go, and so see, as you can see, I can just come in here and let's open the actual product. Okay, let's save this. We'll open the product, go to default, and this is called Sky Pro. And if we go to Daz Studio, which I have already here, this is the product. It is on sale today. Isn't that lovely? So they have put this on sale for $8.38. So if you have tokens, you can get it for even more. I don't even think I paid that much for it, but I probably paid about $4 for it, or $2. I don't know. Because I have to, but that's a 60% off sale. You add some tokens to it, and you can bump that up to 80, and you can probably get it for $5 or something. This is really worth it, okay? Because it means that you can use your sky, and so I can come in now. This is gray, which means what this is doing is if I were to render it, you would see, well, let's do a quick render. You would see the checkerboard pattern through it because there's no actual sky yet in the scenes. So you can see it's a transparency checkerboard pattern. So technically you could render this and you could put any background behind it in Photoshop, a layer behind it in Photoshop, and it's kind of interesting that you can do this. Believe me, it's worth watching this video because you're going to see some really cool stuff about this, about what you can do with this, okay? So now we're going to go let's go to our environment options, and let's start with our sun and sky because it's just a basic sun and sky kind of thing that we can just throw in here really quickly. So let me see. Let's go to our parameters. And maybe we can pull this over a little bit more, and we'll just inch this back a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go now to sun and sky only. And when we go here and then we turn on the dome, and look what we have. Look how this kind of looks. Let's take the sun and sky and bring it down, our environment intensity, down to like 0.5. All right, just so it's not so washed out. Let's go to 0.2. All right, just for the heck of it. And then we can, oh, no, we don't want to bring this up like that because we're going to. Now, how you do this, okay, and deal with the ground, okay? We could put an ocean here and bring it up just enough to cover this. Those are the kinds of things that you have to kind of consider with this, all right? Now, I think that's a little too much. Let's just go to point 3. Let's go to point, let's just go to 1. Let's see what 1 is like. Okay, 1 is too much. So let's go to point 7. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, now what we can do is rotate our dome here. This is, so it's still kind of high, but as you can see, now this is the sun and sky. But let's now go to our dome and scene. Okay, and this is our stock HDRI, but we could go and let's see what we've got here. Just come back here, and we go to up here to our HDRI all. And let's find, I have HDRIs in my scene also, but let's just put a different HDRI in here. Something that's, okay, and we're going to use a plain one, okay? One that doesn't have a sky. Okay, clear skies, let's try this one. Just a very clear sky. And as you can see now, we also have this high, so let's go to 1 maybe and see what happens. Now look at what we have here. And this is the part that just blew my mind. As soon as I saw this part here, I thought, okay, I have to make a video of this. Because this reminds me of Bryce, okay? And because when you click on this KASP Iray Sky Pro, we come here to surfaces, and this is what completely blew me away, is that this disc is made of 6 layers, of 5 layers of clouds. And so what you can do is just come in here and you can change the color of each layer. Okay, so but you have to do the same thing for each one. And look, that's one layer. And then we go into here and we change this one, and we'll go with this blue. I'm just picking colors, okay? Blue. And that's another layer. And then we come into here, we base color, let's go with green. And we'll go with the same green here. And let's see. I'm not sure that all the layers have colors like this. And so we'll go with purple. Purple. Some of them may not have like 6 layers, okay, of clouds. But let's see, 5 layers. Let's see. So we go here to, let's try this teal. I may have already used that. Okay, it doesn't look like this has a lot of them. So, but let's take a look around the scene and see if there might be more colors coming out of other areas. Okay, it doesn't look like this particular cloud has that many. It looks like it may only have a couple of layers within it. Okay, so let's, but this is still pretty interesting how it's a very quick and easy way to get clouds. Now, I don't know why I spun the scene around, because it's very easy. Let's get back around to our stairwell. It's very easy to just spin the sky around. I don't know why I did it that way. So we can go now into parameters, and we can spin the sky around, okay, and get the kind of sky that we want. Now those reddish kind of clouds are terrible. So, but let's go back and see what happens when we pick another sky. Clouds medium. Let's go with this light clouds, and we'll see what happens when we change. Now we go to surfaces, cloud layer 5. I think this glossy color. Okay, base color. All right, glossy color. So let's go with green and green on the glossy color. I do see a little bit of green there, but let's see. Now this one doesn't seem to be doing anything. These are cloud layers, and okay, but when we go to cloud layer 1, usually, okay, now, all right, this tells me that, all right, there's only 2 layers here, okay? So obviously this is these are the layers here. This is 1 and 2. These ones don't have layers, so I'm not sure what they do yet. Still learning, but they don't seem to be changing the sky by putting a color, but these ones definitely do. So let's go here with the base color, and let's go with the pink. All right, pink. This is definitely going to change something. All right, there's one. And then let's go with a red for the other one. You see what you can do here. And red. Okay, and this should have had more impact than it did, but what happens when we spin this around now? And what we could do, now see, I'm not seeing the red one, which is kind of, well, I'm seeing a little bit of red here. Okay. And the height, I'm not sure what that does yet. It doesn't seem to do much, but it may change the placing of, I'm not sure what that does. And then we have scale, which would make it obviously the disc larger if you have a very vast scene. Okay, and there are also some, see these ones, okay, all right, medium clouds, light clouds, medium clouds, overcast. Let's go with one of these overcast and see if they have more like cloud layers in them. Okay, so we'll go here to our surfaces, and oh yeah, see the overcast ones have a different map for each one. So this is your way of getting in here and saying, okay, let's add let's just add like a hint of color, like kind of a little bit of pink. Okay, there's that. And then we can, when we want to do that on both the base color and the translucency color, so we go back to our pink here, all right? And then we can go into our cloud layer 2. Isn't this amazing? All right, so, I didn't know about this. I owned it, but I just didn't know. So we go with this green color. And we go back to green. I guess it was this one. I'm not sure. We bring it down to this green. And now you can see this little bit of green in here, okay? And then we can go with a little bit of blue, and we'll take the blue down here like that. And we'll do the same thing with this blue here. Okay? And then we'll add some red. Some red. And we'll bring the red down so it's not too red. And we'll do the same thing here. We could maybe get some real intense red here. And the glossy color, we could probably go with the red there. Okay, well, the glossy color doesn't actually, a sky isn't really shiny. So, okay, so let's go here. And green, okay, we'll go with yellow. Or let's do a vibrant yellow so it sticks right out. Okay, this would be our translucency color, which is kind of gray, but let's go yellow now. And look at what we have for a sky now. You see, this is pretty amazing. I've never seen a sky in Bryce this editable, and then we could take something like this, and we could put an array, a wisp array in here, and bring it down a little bit. Well, that was a lot. Z, how about we bring it down just a little? And that's quite what the problem is my camera. See, my camera has a, so we'll put a spotlight in the scene to turn off my camera light. Okay, and then we can take this wisp array, and here, surfaces, we can go to 10 here. And we could still bring this down a little bit. Parameters. Y translate. Okay. See, and we could add a little bit of color to this wisp array. It doesn't have to be kind of yucky gray. It could be, we're going to go down to 5 on the wisp array, and we could give it a little bit of kind of maybe an orange color. Okay, just something kind of bright and cheery. Or maybe a blue would be better. Blue-green. So this is this product, okay? This is called the KASP Iray Sky Pro. And what's really cool is we can take this Sky Pro now, and you can just go back into parameters, and we can spin it around a little bit and find the right sky combination that we want for our image. And look at that. See, that is really cool. We could put a distant light, because this works with all of your lights as well. So we could put a distant light in the scene, because it is a transparency, which means that your distant light will shine through the clouds to some degree. I'm not sure exactly what degree, but we're going to find out, aren't we? So our distant light, we have our distant light selected. Let's bring our focal point up a little bit, so it's actually shining here. And then we will go to our parameters of our distant light and give it some good. It may not want to shine through this thing because it is pretty dense, but let's go to like a 9 here. Yeah, it is shining through. Let's give it a little bit of warmth and a little bit less. And then we're headed straight on. We want some shadows. Okay, so we take and go to we look through the distant light. Let's do that. And come up. Now I can't see a darn thing. But what I'm going to do is kind of guess at this. All right, we'll turn it like that. Go back to our perspective light view. Okay, now we have a little bit of a shadow here. It might be better to go the other way. All right, I don't know. Let's go this way. Okay, now let's go back to our perspective view. Well, that's still a little too much. I mean, not enough. Let's go back. Look at our sky. See, so this is now, we go back to our distant light. So I'm still looking for a job. Today I'm just going through job stuff and all right, so that's kind of nice right there. Now we put some maybe a woman standing there with a big long dress and her hair blowing in the wind or something like that. With her long hair blowing in the wind. I think, you know, that kind of thing, you can do all kinds of stuff with this. But you notice now there's a little shadow here coming from the door, and there's a little shadow here. So, you know, we put some birds in the sky. But this, okay, is pretty much... Now let's try a different scene. I've only been here broadcasting for... Let's see, I've got my time covered up. We've been 32 minutes, so we might make this about an hour long. So let's now go to a new scene. We're back here. Save this. I just did, but let's go File, New. Okay, and create a new scene. I like to do something with an ocean. So let's go to UltraScenery 2. That's XT. Let's go to UltraScenery 2. New. Yeah. Okay, and we've got our land now. Iray preview, and we need to set a location, browse. And we go up one, and we're going to call this Ocean Pro, I guess. Ocean Pro, Sky Pro. All right. Ocean Sky Pro. Oh, it would help if I started one. Okay. This one, I guess. Pro. Okay. And we go into here. Select. Okay, and up we go to make sure we're on the top of the land. Okay, and then we add our ocean here. Water. Let's see where it is. Okay, we got to move the level up of the water, I guess. And let's see, width. Water depth, water height, water level. Let's go 15, see where that goes. Okay, I think we're underwater now. So we got to go let's go 5 and see where that takes us. No, 2. There we go. There's our ocean. Ocean before me. All right. And what we do is we take our width, okay, and let's go match terrain width. We don't want to match the terrain width. We want to go 300. Let's go to 500. All right, there we go. And we'll go back a little bit like this. And now we're going to save this as Ocean Sky Pro. Save as Ocean Sky Pro. All right. And now we go back to our Sky Pro product. And Sky Pro, where is it? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I think, okay, I have it here as well. So we'll just go to this particular Sky Pro. All right, now what we have to do is we have to do something with this Sky Pro. And now it does have a height thing, so can we bring it down? Yes, we can. How far can we bring it down? Because you figure now our camera is, we don't want it down so far that it clips off our camera. Okay? So, but it seems to be letting me bring it down some. Okay, let's go down 3,000 minus 3,000. Okay, that didn't bring it down much. Okay, oh, all right. Now, you have to think that right now we don't have any sky, but the sky is going to have some kind of horizon built into it, okay? And do you want the clouds going all the way down at the bottom of the horizon or not? That's going to be the question. But what if we bring this down to like 6,000? Or we go to, see, it doesn't seem to be working. Okay, let's put a 5 here. Okay, that brought it way down. Okay, so apparently if you put a 5, it just clobbers it. So let's go to 1. That's still too much, okay? So we go to, let's go try 8. See, it doesn't seem to be kind of really moving down. Let's go 9. It's a disc, and it's kind of strange how this works. So now if I go back to 0, see, it just didn't even bring it up really. So I'm not sure that the height thing actually even works. And what's kind of difficult about this is you really can't bring your UltraScenery up, okay? Well, actually I can. There is a way to do it. So we go to UltraScenery, and we go back to our UltraScenery scene here. And what we do is we set our height, maximum altitude. Let's go to 20, all right? And then we bring our camera up like this. And then we bring our minimum altitude to 12. Okay, and we bring the camera up again. And then we bring our water up to 15. 15. 10. Okay, and see, it still doesn't seem to have covered the end, but it then in a way it kind of looks like it may have. Let's just go with this. Let's go to 11. Water level 12. Okay. 13, 115. What, okay, 15 brings it right in. Okay, we'll go 14. Okay. I don't think this worked. Okay, it didn't work much. Okay, to bring this up in. So let's go, let's go 13. What's 13 give us? Let's put a figure in the scene so we know where the middle of our scene is. Okay, okie dokie dokie. All right. And the figure will probably be under the ground. I'm sure it will. So we have to go to our parameters. Genesis 9 figure. Y translate. And up you come. Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Okay, well, let's just do this. Okay, you're still under the ground. All right, because that didn't really work. Now, looks like it did work because it looks like we do have clouds that are going down below our horizon. Okay, so I'm going to go back to UltraScenery and I'm going to bring this down some. Now let's go to UltraScenery. And this is really something you should do when you're setting up your scene, is to kind of average your scene in a way so that possibly it actually hits 0 where your character is kind of sitting. Let's put some clothes on our character. All right, and there we go. Now let's go to UltraScenery and let's go down to, let's take our, we're in UltraScenery. Okay, we start at the top here. Something's missing. Okay, here it is, maximum altitude. Let's go 5 and minimum altitude -5. All right, let's just kind of go with that. And what's up with this? Okay, when I delete the Sky Pro, okay, oh, I know what it is, Z. Okay, we can have the Sky Pro. Our water's way up in the air. Okay, so we got to bring the water down. All right, so he's kind of almost standing on the ground, but we're at 0. And okay, so we go to our UltraScenery again here. We go to, we'll put the water at 0. We have 5 and -5, okay? So let's put the water at, let's go water height at minus, water height, water level would be -2. Okay, there we go. And we still have the Sky Pro here, which I don't see it really giving us any Sky Pro. I might have to put that back in. Okay, so here's our figure. So what we might want to do with this figure, we want to kind of make this work. Now, as you can see, when you have this gave us these large coasts. Okay, so if we go a little higher, what happens in UltraScenery? We're here. We're 5 and minus. Let's go 10 and minus 10. Minus 10. Okay, let's go 15 height. Okay, and see now the higher. Okay, let's go minus. Let's go 12. Let's go 10 again. What was 10? And minus. Really strange how this is all. Okay, my Genesis 9. Let's put Genesis. I think I moved Genesis 9 up. Let's go back to our parameter. Okay, I need to drag UltraScenery up here. This scrolling around is too much. Okay, so let's see if we got our Ultra. Okay, we do. So parameters. Let's bring him down to 0. Okay, which now suddenly things start to look right. Okay, we got him at 0. So now let's go back to our UltraScenery here. And let's go to our height. And where is it? Okay, here. Let's go height to 4. Okay. And it looks like, no, he's not standing. Okay. And minus 6, minus 2. Okay, so we've now got something approximating land. And let's now go here. We got minus 2. So let's go minus 3. And I have a feeling that this, okay, this is our center place. This is the back. Okay, so we want the front. Okay. And now what we can do is we can change the seed of our land formation until we get something we kind of like. So where is that? Here, down here. The seed. Whoop. I don't know why it does that. It just like closes out when you go to click to use it. It does that kind of quite often with a lot of these. And then you have to go and find it again and open it again. Was it a height map? Which one was it? Generated eroded hills. I think this one. Okay. So this just gives us a different pattern. Now that looks pretty good. So what I could do with this particular pattern, okay, now he's not standing on the ground, but that's okay, is raise the water up a little more, okay, so that it's closer. It says chat is disconnected. I'm wondering if I'm having problems with my stream. So I'm hoping not. I'm going to go here to and I think I'm going to turn off some things. Let's see. Let's disconnect Discord and see if there might be some things trying to use up my OneDrive. Let's pause that and go here and pause syncing for a while for 2 hours on OneDrive. See if we can get our, okay, it's saying it's excellent. Let's hopefully we can stay connected here. All right, we're back. Now we go here to our UltraScenery, down to our water. And the water level is at -2. Let's try -1. And oops, let's go -1.5. -1.8. 1.9, 1.8. 0.8. Okay, so we have water here. All right, and we have this weird kind of beach area. Let's take our let's go a little deeper than our minimum altitude would be 4 minus 4. Okay, let's go minimum altitude minus 2. Okay, minus 2.5. 2.8. Okay, and we'll bring, okay. What if we go minus 4? And then we go to our maximum altitude. Let's go 4.5. And okay, I'm seeing this now, okay? So we're going to move our figure over here, okay? But let's now bring our water up to 2, 2, 4, 3. Oh, minus. Okay, let's go to 0. Okay. Okay, this is like taking a long time just to get some kind of land so we can do the sky thing. So let's put our figure over here. Okay, whoops, Z, can't move the land. Let's take our figure and just move them over here for now. So we can do something here besides fiddle around with the land. Okay, so, okay. Bring the figure over here. And, all right, and we still have them kind of from the front, so this is kind of nice. All right, we bring this in a little bit. We turn this like that, bring it over. Now we got something kind of interesting here. And we say, call this, we'll save this. And maybe we put a little tree on that little island or something. This is what, this is kind of an interesting thing of fiddling around with our UltraScenery landscape to get it just the way we want. So as you can see, there are certain parameters that we can play around with. So now we'll take our Genesis 9 figure and give them a male shape. And just for the heck of it, and some skin, some kind of hair, and a pose. And some skin. We'll go with Rupert's skin. And we will go with some kind of pose. And our pose would be here. And pose there. And now my light is blowing the scene out quite a bit. And we'll turn him so he's looking at us. And we'll give him some hair. I think this is hair. Yeah, some hair. I haven't put my hair, I don't have most of my hair here. So I just don't have a lot to choose from. I have some good stuff, but let's see. We go with, where's the Julius? We'll go with the red cat's hair. And now we'll turn him turn him towards the camera. Y rotate. That's Y translate. We don't want to do that. We want to rotate him towards the camera so he's looking at the camera. And we'll come down a little bit like this. Come into our figure. This light is blowing the scene right out. Okay, so let's save this. Let's put a spotlight in the scene so it turns off this camera light. Okay, look at what we have here now. And we save this. Okay, and now let's put in our sky and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to go here with our cloud system. Now, here is another product. I'm going to do another site. This is called the SS Cloud System Sphere. Okay, this might actually be a little bit better than the disc. Okay, so, but I have only done a little bit of work with it. So I believe it is a better product than the disc, but I believe the disc is pretty darn cool too. So we're going to put this disc in, and we're going to hope that our horizon is okay. This disc is the strangest critter that I have kind of ever encountered in Daz. Okay, so what we have to do now is put some sky behind it. So let's go to our HDRIs, and let's just find something to put in behind this so that it looks good. Let's find something with a very distinct horizon, like maybe one of these economy skies. This already has clouds. But yeah, see, it kind of works by leaving, even though it doesn't hit the horizon, it gives you kind of the ability to put some kind of fade, hazy thing in there. So let's look through some more here. And how about a bare sky? Because a bare sky is going to let us know exactly what these clouds are doing. This isn't too bad either. So let's save this. And now we can go here to our Sky Pro. Go to surfaces and let's grab something, because this one only has 2 colors. Oh, it has 3, 4, 5. Okay, all of them are available. So let's go with pastels. Okay, so this blue pastel, okay, and we're going to do with a blue pastel here, okay, and then we go with pink pastel, and it's the same color, no, so we have to find it again, pink pastel. All right, and we go with, let's go with orange. Okay, orange. And we'll go with green. 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 Which one did I use? Green. And we'll go with blue on the last one. Blue. Okay, blue. Blue, 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 blue. All right, so now we have something kind of really pretty, but let's now rotate it. Go to here and spin it around and see what we get for patterns. Okay, this isn't too bad. Now, now there's a way to go in and add a haze. We go that in through the environment options, parameters. What's it called? Map fog. Which one is it? Well, that's not too good. Ground fog. Okay, there's a ground fog, and we can take this ground fog and we can, and see that does kind of meld that together, but the ground fog decay start, let's see. Okay, that doesn't seem to be, okay, ground decay height. Let's bring it down some. Where's the start? End scale. Okay, so we just bring this up a little bit. There we go. I don't know how I ever get any of this to work. It's kind of like an on and off. I've set this, let's set this to 0. And albedo, ground fog. Let's turn off the draw ground off. And what happens when we turn off the ground fog now? Okay. See, that's much better. We don't have that line that was there. This is now melding in really well. So if we get the ground fog, if we can get this just right, it could be kind of interesting how this all works. Okay, so we go the ground fog decay height. And we go to 55. Okay, 1. Okay, see, that's just enough ground fog there. And now let's go to our UltraScenery. Let's put in some kind of, UltraScatter, UltraScenery. Let's put in some kind of biome. Let's add. Let's add, what's this, native violets? Well, of course. And let's add some trees. Aspen. Okay. Save this because it's about to crash probably. Let's see what happens when we turn the trees on. Okay, that's a few too many. So let's go down here, just a few, a tad too many. So we select the aspen trees and we go to density, bring it down. That's still too many, but we could change the seed. Just right, because we do want some trees in the scene. We just don't want them like right here. Okay, that works. Save this. And then we'll turn the trees off and we'll try to see what these native violets look like. Well, it's kind of nice, but there's not very many of them. So we're going to add some grass also. So we'll turn the violets off for now. They're not really doing much. Okay, so let's get some kind of grass. We'll add this. Some bulrushes to kind of go around the edges. Maybe. We should have stones to go, pebbles. And let's add, okay, some rocks and pebbles. Willow trees and wildflowers grow. Okay, here's our grasses. We'll get some grassland. Grass covers everywhere. The grass is like a lot of the things are sporadic that you put in, but grass is kind of like everywhere. So this sky almost looks like the surface of Mars or something, of the moon or some kind of planet. It's a little bit repetitive. There's probably a way to fix that because it looks like it's kind of repeating the same cloud here. So there's a way to fix that. I'm not sure exactly how. It might have to do with the size. Okay, so all right, so we have now got some grass to cover, and we're going to add some stones, and I think that will do it. Okay, let's see, where are the pebbles? Here we go, river pebbles. Waterway, we'll do waterway pebbles. I don't know the difference exactly, but okay, how many did that put in? 0. Oh, wow, a lot of river pebbles. Okay, let's see. Let's go with this water dome here since we are supposed to be working on this Sky Pro. Let's go here to parameters, and what if we scale this up to like 5,000? Yeah, see, that just took some of that repeating pattern out. Let's go to 9,000. Yeah, see, that's how you get some of that repeating pattern out of there. You can still spin it. Change the that's kind of pretty. All right, so now let's see what this looks like. We'll save this. Let's go to our render settings and see what they look like. We're at 2,000, okay. This is on, so let's go to 1500, 1900. Okay, and so it's just not too big. Go to progressive renders, maximum samples, maximum time, and turn this off. Save it again, and then let's see what our render looks like. Do we have grass? It's still big. I didn't think it'd be this big. We do have grass. Looks like we have river pebbles too. We have a little bit of this verge stuff. Okay, I'm not sure that this is covered with pebbles. Maybe it is, or maybe it's covered with something else here, but it's okay. All right, let's cancel this. It's kind of unwieldy, this image, so I'm going to just go with something I'm kind of used to working with for a resolution. Let's go to like this. Oops. How did that change? Okay. That's supposed to be 1920 by, there we go. Now I can deal with that. Save this. Let's see what we have. So I think this is going to pretty much do it for me today. I think so. Thank you for watching. Art, hello, hello. We are here. You missed you might have missed the beginning of this. You want to check it out? Okay, we are working with a particular product that I think you will find very, very fun to work with. It is a product called Iray Sky Pro, and it is on sale right now. Did I just open my email? Okay, here we go. I thought I opened my email. It's $8.38 right now. It's a very cool product. I think I'm going to use this a lot because it just allows you to do all kinds of really cool stuff with the sky. And these skies are very, very versatile. So, this is a lot more versatile than I thought this product really was going to be. So, okay, are you going to render for us or not? Updating environment. Any time now. Okay. It says, I'm thinking. So, yes. Oh, good. That's very good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. While we're waiting for this, I have a new splash screen. And it's the, I'll play it just real quick. Please like and subscribe. Okay, so for some reason this video just this has decided to not. Now what have we got? 1920 by 1080 to not render. It doesn't want to render. Okay, and I'm wondering if what it is, something has corrupted my memory. Oh, it could be that we are not running our when you use UltraScenery, you do have to switch it to memory, or else things won't render correctly. This probably will render, but no, it won't. So I think maybe switching this parameters. Okay, we go to render settings, and we go to optimization, and we switch this to memory. Okay, and we also go to progressive renders, and we turn, okay, progressive auxiliary Kansas. I'm not sure if that's what needs to be on either. I don't even know what that is. That's something new. Oh, we could leave it on. See what happens. Now let's try this with memory on. There we go. So let that be a lesson that sometimes things just will not render if you do not put this. So this is our sky, sky product, okay? And it does some pretty cool stuff. It almost looks like a surface of a planet or something, but it doesn't usually do that. Okay, it's just the way I'm using the product. Let's cancel this now. We've got something really working pretty well, and we can we'll say file, save as, scene. Okay, what was that called? Ocean. Pro 1. We'll give it a new name. And so we're going to just try a different HDRI behind this. All right, so let's try this dramatic one. This one already has clouds in it. But now you can see the colors, the radiant colors that we've added to the sky. And now we can go also into our environment options, parameters, and just turn this down a little bit to like 1. And look at what we have. We have the blend of the other sky in with this particular product. Now, if I turn the Sky Pro off, that's what we have. You know, and that's oh, and Angus, thanks for letting me know that the chat wasn't working. Okay, thank you very much. So this this Sky Pro, what it does to this HDRI is quite dramatic, actually. Okay, so we're not talking about a little change here. We're talking about something really, really nice. And so let's try a different, and it works really nice with skies that have no clouds at all. Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing that. That's kind of on YouTube's end in a way. I'm not sure. For a while, it disconnected me as well. So it could very well be internet connections. I don't know. Not really sure what could be causing it. This is a bare sky. This is a sky that doesn't have any clouds in it. And you want to go back. You always want to kind of go in and set your environment options and check and see whether if they're correct, they're right. And the thing is, you can set the sky. We could go to 0.5. You can set it low, but then just put a spotlight on him coming so that it looks like the sun is brighter than it is. And we do have a spotlight in the scene. So if we have the spotlight look at our figure, look through the spotlight, and then we select the spotlight to look at him. And we just have the spotlight come from the angle of our sun like this. And there, then we can kind of cheat. Okay, now we go back to our perspective view. Oh, and I messed up my camera angle. Let's go to here and let's zoom out a little bit. Okay. Okay, that works. And then we take our spotlight, give it a little bit of power here. And we go, let's go 9. That's going to be a lot. Or maybe not that much, but let's go to 9. All right, and then we can bring our temperature down some. And you see, it's as if the sun is just kind of peeking up over. It's about ready to go down. It's a little too much. You don't want his skin, you want his skin to look kind of natural. And then we can go and save this. Then we can turn back on our render this and see what our scene kind of looks like. Look at that. It's just so picturesque. It reflects the sky off the water. That's what I wanted you to see. Okay, was that these colors that are in this plane reflect off onto the water. Now we do have this weird kind of thing here. And so that is an issue that needs to be kind of figured out. Okay? How to get rid of that gap. And that can be done with an HDRI, with a VDB. You can take VDBs and you can put them, you can put a fog wall here. So, but it's just, it's kind of like, it's a flaw that has to do with this particular an anomaly, and how you fix it. If anybody knows how to fix this particular anomaly so that this sky matches down with the water seems to be ending. Oh, I know I think I know what's causing that. I believe the ground has been turned back on. Okay, so as we go down here, yeah, see the draw ground was off. Okay, ground fog, if we turn that off, it doesn't seem to change anything. Okay, so draw ground, if we turn the draw the ground on, it kind of makes it even worse in a way. All right, so draw ground off. We are in a geometry program, so it's not impossible to put a mountain range back here, okay? To put anything back there, and we could use Terradome to do it. But the thing is, this video is getting long, so Terradome. And we go scene elements, default. We go to B props, zone B. Okay, there's our zone B. And we go here to parameters. And we go mountain range. Let's see. Let's go to out of Iray here. And I can't really see it. L. I can't really see it, but I think it will show up eventually here. Yeah. There's our mountain range. Okay, we now go to parameters here. And we go Y translate, bring it down some. Like that. And then we go back to this. And you see what that does? And then what we do is we give the mountain range a texture. We go back to our materials here. And we'll try this one. See, so that gives it some kind of texture. How about this one? So it just covers that place, and we go sub D4, so it's got a really nice shape to it. And we go to our tiling, the finest tiling. Let's see what that does. It gives us a really fine tile for the texture. And we can then go back also into parameters here, find our mountain range, and just bring it down a little bit so that it just covers that area. So now we go back to parameters up here. We translate it up so that it just covers that area. Okay, it's not quite enough here, so we've got to go Y translate, bring it back down a little bit. So that covers. There we go. And we could go now back into parameters here, down here. And we have the mountain range. We take this mountain range down a little bit, and we bring some of these other mountain ranges in, hills. And rocky hills. Okay, and it's still floating in the air, so we got to bring it down some more. Y translate. And then we bring the rocky hills up a little bit more. Okay. So now we go back to our let's try some of this desert. That doesn't seem to be working too well. Sub D 3. And that kind of works. And or what you can do, you can also use some of your UltraScenery XT in the background. It will actually have trees and stuff. You can use UltraScatter and put trees on this also. Now, that's okay. Let's now just see what we have for a render here. It covers that hole in the sky. So we're going to work on another product soon. So I guess this is going to do it for me. I will see you all in the next. We'll get to show you this last render here of this. This kind of works. It's not the best option, but this doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't have any kind of plants on it. These, if you look at this, these are little tiny rocks. There's about 1 million of them there. So I'm not sure why I ended up with this gigantic berm like along the ocean. It would have been nice if it was only kind of shorter and the grass went all the way down, but it's something you just have to kind of work with and learn about how to use. So thank you, Art. Thank you very much for the compliment. So yeah, here we go. So this is another scene. So this is the sky, and this sky gives you all kinds of real options to just toss a few more clouds into the sky. And if you have on your horizon, if you have something in the distance covering up, yes, it is low tide. It could be, yes. So even when the little seagull island shows, it only shows at low tide, on a very low tide. So yeah, that's Seagull Island there. So, yeah. So this is it. I think this land looks kind of terrible. That's the problem. It's too bad that with that Terradome, it would be really nice if Terradome was incorporated in, Daz, are you listening? Into UltraScenery, so that you could just create a Terradome piece of land, set its depth and height, use all of those morphs that are really nice with Terradome, and then scatter, and then just put your ultra. It's coming. It's coming. I think I'll probably suggest this in the product suggestion part of that if they could please combine Terradome with UltraScenery. Now, wouldn't that be great? Because we could use all of those different land morphs to create really funky stuff, okay? And then we could use the biome depositor, I guess, to put all of this, all kinds of biome on this. There would be trees, and the berm would go along the coastal berm, all of that. So, all right, this is going to do it. Thank you, people, for watching. I will see you in the next EZ3DTV tutorial. This is RexRed saying so long, and thanks for watching. Please leave likes and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications, and I will see you again soon. Hopefully, with my camera going, the puffiness has gone down on my face some. But it's still, I'm still just not really comfortable going live yet with my camera. So it will be soon. Okay. So thank you very much. Take care. And I'm going to play our thank you, Angus. Thank you kindly. See you soon, people.